Hello and welcome again to our tools films. All tools can be found on textiletoolbox.com and were created by researchers at Centre for Circular Design. This tool is called the Now, Near and Far tool, and we developed this, I think I developed this back in about 2012 when we were working with H&M and the buying office team, the new development team, who were the designers behind the Conscious collection. And we were taking in lots of ideas for them about sustainable design and how they could make different decisions. And this was work that was funded by the Mistra Future Fashion programme in Sweden. And we put together around 100 ideas based on TED's 10, which is another tool. So please go and find that film. And we took case studies to them. So for each of the 10, we took examples of how some person or organisation or other company were innovating within that strategy and sort of giving it to them as an example. After these presentations, there was very heated discussion about the ideas that were real, close to market, useful, or ideas that were in the far future maybe and just not applicable or appropriate for them. So we developed this now, near and far way of kind of ranking and grading ideas so that we could understand what it was we had to work with straight away. So the way it worked was like this. We had our case studies from the slide talk printed out onto A4 pages and folded in half, so they became these A5 case studies, and they were all in a red toolbox. And we gave these case studies to tables of designers and got them to discuss the ideas and then use the stamp to kind of give that idea a ranking. So if it's an idea that they loved, they could see using straight away, then it was now. If it was, say, 3 to 5 years away, not quite within use, but definitely interesting and something they wanted to keep their eye on, it was near. If it was something that they thought was really inspiring, maybe something that was being developed scientifically, but was some way from market, like maybe around 10 years, then it would get a far ranking. Interestingly, they came up with another one, which we never made into a stamp, but that was never. In that they could just never, ever see it happening at H&M at the time. Although I think that's interesting because I think that we've all seen just how quickly things can change. So I'm not sure I would never say never. But now, near and far are a really good way of deciding for yourself which things out there are workable and actionable and which things maybe go into your research sort of area. Now, we took things a step further and we actually took all the nows. So say out of 100, there were 40 that had been stamped now. And we put all of those on a wall. It's not going to stick. There we go. They became the Now wall at H&M's head office in Stockholm. And those were the ideas that the company could just walk past on this wall every day when they were going to make their coffee and have a quick look at these 40 case studies that the team, which was about 35 designers, had decided were the ideas that could be developed and taken further within the next 2 years. So that's the Now, the Near and the Far stamps and the idea of creating your own Now wall.